Good morning and happy Sunday. We are starting a new video, and this morning we are actually holding some babies. We're in it. We're in the middle of training season. She's doing her very first triathlon, and this is the beginning of a new vlog. So buckle up. Hey guys, good morning. Okay.
You're not doing this thing, are you? Daughter's over there.
Hi, baby. Oh, thank you. You'll see. Number 243 flying across the finish line. Love some cheers.
You a little tired?
I look at that.
Say cheese. She did it.
I did it.
She did it. Signing off, first triathlon. All right, so we are done with the triathlon this morning. And I think it went pretty well. I think she did great. I would say if we had her thoughts on camera, I think she had a lot of fun, but I think she hated the swim. And I get it. As an open water swim, you know, a lot of stuff's going on, a lot of swimmers, currents, cold water probably, and so like I understand it. But yeah, she kind of hated the swim. I think she had to stop a couple of times and like get her bearings and But yeah, I don't blame her. You know, it's a hard thing to get figured out. And to be fair, I haven't done an open water swim. My triathlon was a pool swim. So it's mine will be in that same location in August. So we've got some things to figure out ourselves because we're literally going to be in the same lake as her. But I don't know. It was a fun morning. It's the same event put on by the same people, just like a different race in the year. So mine's August 16th. I got to see like the actual lake that she swam in. Her distance was 200 meters. Mine's 1,500 meters. So significantly longer, but I'm gonna have to do some laps. But it was just nice to kind of get some eyes on the, eyes on the prize, so to speak. But I'm out here. It's Sunday the 31st. It is 11:20, and we have a long bike ride today. So we're gonna buckle up. We're gonna hit the trail. I think we have 16 miles, and we're gonna do it. Thank goodness for the kindness of strangers. I almost went right into that mud pile there. Woo! Not pretty. Not pretty. Going very good, Beavers. Thanks for asking. On the trail. Love you. Alrighty. So, if you watched my last video, you know I stopped at a creek and I was kind of geeking a little bit about how much fun I was having. So this is the same trail system that runs along this river right here. And I went north previously along the river, and that was awesome. Really cool towns, just really awesome locations. I was geeking. I went south this time, and this is even better. I'm not trying to be dramatic. I'm not trying to be too ridiculous, but this setting right here, it's like a park along the river. This is insane. And this is just a small section of this, but I've gone, I don't know, something like 12 miles already, and I just came back from that direction, and I'm heading this direction. I mean, the insanity of how beautiful these rides are, and I'm like averaging 14 miles an hour. I'm just moving down these trails, and I feel fantastic. This is so nice. So peaceful. I could get used to this. I don't know if I'm going to be a biker, but I could definitely get used to this. Okay, so this is the park behind me. Just beautiful nature. I don't know. It's hard to beat. It's hard to beat. Love you guys. All right, homies and homettes, that was my longest ride ever. 17.15 miles, 1 hour, and almost 18 minutes on the bike. Average speed, 13.2 miles an hour. Wow, I think about 500 feet of elevation too, maybe. I feel great. I'm tired, but long ride complete. Let's go. Well, before we get into the swim, the sunset is insane. I just wanted to make sure I got that here. But 1,000 yards today. Today I used the snorkel for like 80% of the swimming that I did. And I kind of realized, and this is probably not the first time I've realized this, that the breathing is kind of the issue. I was trying to drive my head further in the water, a little bit more downward, and it did bring my legs up a good bit, which is really nice. However, it's making me realize that like I might have like some upper trap tightness or some, something preventing me from like turning my head in an appropriate manner, because like, man, that's a little stiff to go to rotate to the right. That's a little stiff. So I think I might got some neck problems, or I'm just bad at swimming. Pick your poison, whatever. Either way, good session, and I just got to keep training, man. Even the 1,000 yards with the snorkel is still fairly difficult. So I've got quite a bit of work to do, and I'm still like this Olympic triathlon in August. I'm not worried about the biking or the running. Those I have a feeling that I can just kind of, if I absolutely am out of shape, that I can kind of just brute force it through those two. But you can't really fake the swim, and that's a little bit what I'm concerned about. So we're gonna see. It's not pretty, but we're just going to keep going. 1,000 yards today on Monday, June 1st. Yeah, well, so I didn't tell you exactly how we got it, but that'd be a hell of a ride, wouldn't it? And like that was my first time doing that trail, and that was actually, I didn't have to drive anywhere. I could just leave right on my front door, and it's nice to know that there's a trail that close, like right in your front door. You can just go right out of. That ended up being about 12 miles, about an hour. I thought it was great. Great trail. Just knowing that I can go right out of my front door and I can be in the middle of a pretty awesome bike trail and get 12 miles. And it goes through a park that has like an entire lap around the park. So I could probably throw in, 5 or 6 different laps if I need to like up the mileage. But aside from that, man, it's 7:40. So we're chilling. Great start to the day. Howdy. Today is June 5th, Friday, June 5th. We are on vacation, or we're traveling on vacation with 2 toddlers for a 8 or 9 hour drive. And we just sat in traffic for like an hour. And, oh, this feels so nice. Just like laying on the grass.
Daddy, I'm gonna go to Mima's house. Whoa. Run away, run away.
So they went out to swim. As soon as you walk out the door of the basement, when you shut the door, I come down.
We are in South Carolina vacation training mode. Just got finished with my swim, about to hit a 4.5 mile run, and 80 degrees. It's not terribly hot, but I'm here. We're working out, and you're not gonna. I don't want to run. I don't want to run, but gotta do it. That was tough. I don't know if it was a lack of sleep. I don't know if it was the 10 hours of travel yesterday. That was tough. I started off with 1,000 yards in the pool. It was like 1,050, maybe 1,100. But I know I started off with a 200 yard warm up, and then every set after that every interval was 100. So I don't know how it measured 1050, but I did 1,000 yards today. So that was 35 minutes to do 1,000 yards. And that included rest time. My rests were like 2 minutes, almost 1 to 2 minutes each interval. But I was really focusing today on, I had learned something essentially to try to make myself a little bit more streamlined, which was the advice that I had heard was kind of 2 or 3 parts. Number 1 was like slowly engage your like lower hips. So like if this is your hips, like kind of engage and kind of anterior tilt your hips forward. And then on the upper body, it is drive your chest deeper in the water and your head deeper in the water, and almost the cue that he had mentioned was try to make it feel like you're swimming downhill. And I didn't really think anything about it until I was like 600 or 700 yards into my swim. But then once I started doing it at like yard 700, those intervals felt pretty easy. And for very brief moments, I felt very fast. I felt very fluid. I felt very, it kind of felt easy. It wasn't easy. It's still 1,000 yards in the pool. But for brief moments, it actually kind of clicked. It kind of felt really smooth, kind of effortless. And yeah, the swimming downhill thing really helped a lot. Everything else seems to be fine. The breathing kind of felt a little different because my head was deeper in the water. So I almost had to have my stroke be a little bit further out so I could actually reach my head and neck out of the water. Otherwise, not too bad. The run, however, holy cow. That was extraordinarily difficult. And maybe it was a combination of the heat, and it's only 81 degrees. But I didn't have sunglasses. It was right after a 1,000-yard swim, but 4.34 miles, 49 minutes and 29 seconds at an 11:25 pace. I am worn out. I ran around the local high school track for a couple of times just to kind of change up the scenery a little bit. But for the most part, I was running along a highway. That was extraordinarily difficult. My legs are hurting. They did not want to move. They felt really heavy and dense. And usually for those longer runs, usually around mile 2 or 3, things start to pick up and start to feel a little bit better. That was rough. I felt like I barely made it back to the car. But I think total time, round up to 50 minutes on the run and then 35. Was that hour 20-ish total exercise time? Wow. That was something else. But that's my first workout for vacation. I'm going to probably have to start doing the earlier morning workouts, but last night my son decided to not sleep at all last night. And I don't know. I hope this is not a trend. I hope that was just a tough workout. Because I don't want to do... That was way too difficult for just over 4 miles. I'm going to get some snacks, spend some time with the family a little bit later today, and get ready for a bike session tomorrow.
I finally ordered covers for my dining room here.
Kind of a rare thing.
What is happening? Today is a long bike ride. We had a long run yesterday, a decently long swim, so we're right in the middle of some pretty heavy training, but we are here at, I don't remember the name of the trail. Well, it's a nice trail between two cities, and I want to say it's about 8.5 miles-ish. So we're just going to go out and back, because I think on the docket today we have 19 miles. 19 miles? Let's see. 18 miles. So we're going to stick to that. This morning I have, what do I have? I've got myself an energy gel I'm about to take it right now. And just some water on the bike. Nothing crazy today. It's not going to overcomplicate it. It's about 10:53 in the morning and it's pretty hot. So we're going to get out there, start riding a little bit before it gets even hotter later in the day. But we're going to be in Charleston in a couple of days. So I'm just kind of trying to enjoy new trails, new experiences, and a new town. So this is vacation training. If you're doing an Olympic triathlon, you can't really stop training. You can't really avoid training. So we're going to hit the training pretty hard today. I don't really have any goals. I don't know the trail, so I don't know if it's really high in elevation or not. But we're going to hit 18 miles, and maybe we can do average about 14 miles an hour. We'll see. But pretty easy stuff today, and we're going to do this thing. we're about 8 miles into this ride, and I think I reached the other side of the trail. I don't know if I started on the very end on the other side, not entirely sure, but I am 7.5, 8 miles, and it's a pretty cool train engine. I don't know if it's real. I think it's real. But pretty cool either way. And nice little like area to stop and rest a little bit. Some water fountains and some bathrooms and everything. So I am struggling on this ride. Most of this part to here was about downhill. And so I could kind of cruise and take it a little easy. But I'm a little worried on the way back because I still have 8 miles back. And I'm not feeling good. I had a pretty bad workout yesterday, and my legs just don't feel good. They're not like, I'm not throwing any injuries or anything, but like, they're just exhausted. They can't seem to recover very well. The blood just doesn't feel like it's circulating enough. I don't know what it is. Either way, I'm probably going to chill for another like 5-10 minutes and then finish this ride, but this is a pretty cool area. I like vacations. I like traveling. It's kind of fun to see some new areas, but it's a beautiful ride, but it's hard, and my legs hurt. That's the synopsis for this one. So, man. That went better than I expected. I felt like crap the first half of it. The legs were hurting. Kind of a continuation of yesterday, just not a great, like my legs just aren't performing very well. But they did start to warm up. So that was 15.6 miles. So I think I parked at the wrong place because the trail seems to go the opposite direction a little bit. And I thought this was like the beginning of the trailhead. And it turns out that's the case because that was only 15.6 miles. So I think I went about 7 and some change and then 7 and some change back. But I think there may be like a mile or two that direction. So I don't know. I still don't feel great. So I think I'm just going to call it there. I had a long run yesterday, a pretty intense swim, and then that was my long bike. So I think I'm good. I need to listen to my body a little bit, just rest and try to figure out why my legs are not performing very well. But otherwise, that was a pretty cool trail. I mean, there's like some parked trains. I think the trail itself was built over some old railroad tracks, and that's a pretty cool concept. Connecting two towns and, pave over old railroad tracks. It's pretty cool. And it makes for some good riding. It was really beautiful. Went through some beautiful areas, and so this has been a very, very intense couple of days of training and travel, but I'm alive. I'm doing this thing. As far as the vlogs go, like, I don't know if this is a new vlog. Sundays are weird because I've been starting my vlogs on Sundays, so I don't know if they're starting or ending. So either way, you're chilling with me. What's up? And let's go get some food. What is going on, YouTube people? I have a confession to make, and I'm slightly embarrassed. I am nervous to post this. I didn't want to post this, but I have to post this because my whole channel, my whole philosophy is about transparency. It is about being honest with oneself, being honest with your awareness of self, and I want to be better. I want to actually genuinely be the best version of the self that I can, and the only way that I can do that is with being transparent, being honest, being open. So, the confession I have to make. I have been complaining about my workouts the past couple of days, and I have been slightly less than honest about exactly why my workouts are as bad as they have been. I bought myself a nicotine pen, just like a cheap disposable nicotine pen from the store, and I've been smoking on it the past couple of days, and I'm not proud of myself. But the feedback, the physical feedback was immediate, and it is insane how immediate it was. Just the second I started smoking was an immediate physical feedback loop about my physical fitness. And I think the actual primary reason things were so bad was because of the, what do they call it? The vasoconstriction. So I think the nicotine is a vasoconstrictor, which means your veins, I'm over-exaggerating, your veins are not this big, but assuming your veins are normally this big, the vasoconstrictor, so as you smoke nicotine and as it gets into your system, they actually shrink. And when you shrink your veins and your blood vessels, you get less blood, less oxygen, less nutrients to all of your muscles when they need it. I knew this the entire time, and I had been less than honest with everybody on YouTube. So I feel awful, and I'm coming clean. That's why I'm a little embarrassed. Not necessarily because I was doing the nicotine, but that I was trying to, I don't know what I was trying to do. I think they talk about the addiction, like those kind of addictions never actually go away. And I think they might be right. I don't know if it actually ever really went away. Well. So it's gone now. I tossed it. I had it really took 2 days. It was the brick 1,000-yard swim, and then almost 4.5 mile run, and then the bike, the long bike afterwards. And that's all it took. It was 2 days of working out for me to realize that was way too difficult. My legs were not recovering. I was not sleeping good. I mean, it was the whole thing was awful. So just learn from me. If you're watching this and you think nicotine's cool, it's not. It's not cool. It doesn't make you cool. It doesn't help you out. It doesn't, as much as people will try to swear that it's like this business hack, this focus mental stimulation hack, it's nonsense. Just don't do it. It's nonsense. Don't do it. Avoid it. And I think there is something to be said about potentially caffeine being a performance enhancer, but I think even that is probably pretty negligible benefits. But either way, I wanted to say that. I had to say that. I just feel so bad because I'm better than that. I know I'm better than that. And sometimes I slip, sometimes I struggle, mentally, emotionally, and So that's what we're doing. Today's a rest day, thank God, because I feel like the nicotine is also messing with the recovery. Again, shrinking of the blood vessels, not allowing the recovery nutrients to get there. So I'm taking a sober recovery day. Today's Monday, the 8th. And tomorrow we're gonna get back on it. And I'm ready to get back to normal eating habits, normal sleeping habits, normal workout habits. And I'm excited to see how quickly my workouts shift back to baseline, at least. Feeling like I can connect with my muscles, like they're recovering well, they're performing well. So it's just a matter of time. But I know I kind of blabbered on, but figured I would share this with YouTube. I am using YouTube to keep myself accountable as an out-of-shape dad of 2, trying to better myself with fitness and lifestyle. And I think the vlogs really help. I think they allow me to show random people on the internet that care about me and care about these vlogs, and maybe they can find some sense of community and somebody that's hopefully normal and down to earth. That's the goal of these vlogs. I want to be normal. I'm not an influencer. I'm not anything special. Man, I feel better just saying that. That's good. That's good. All right, guys. I'm gonna go have some ribs for dinner. It's gonna be tasty. Stop following me. I forgot I had that on.